Israeli police are being accused of using a handcuffed Palestinian teenager as a human shield. It's after a video emerged depicting how they paraded the youth to an angry crowd, supposedly in an attempt to calm the protesters. Our Middle East correspondent Paula Slier reports.
On Friday, Israeli police paraded this handcuffed Palestinian youth during protests that were taking place in the Palestinian neighborhood of Abu Dis, which is on the outskirts of East Jerusalem. Human rights groups have accused the army of using the child as a human shield. Defense for Children International Palestine has posted a video on YouTube that shows helmeted Israeli border policemen removing this young Palestinian who is identified as Mohammed R17 from their armored jeep and forcing him to stand beside them with handcuffed hands raised above his head. Human rights groups have released a statement saying that they're outraged that Israeli soldiers continue to use Palestinian children in this way as human shields with impunity. The claim is that the teen was deliberately exposed to danger after he had been taken into custody. An Israeli army spokesperson, however, has said that the move was to calm violence, especially after 400 Palestinian protesters attacked an Israeli border police vehicle for almost 4 hours. Earlier this week, Palestinians marked the annual Palestinian Prisoners' Day. Now, this was passed by the Palestinian National Council back in 1974 as a means of consolidating efforts to support Palestinian prisoners who are currently being held in Israeli jails. On Wednesday, about 3,000 Palestinian prisoners refused their food. This is in solidarity with the event. At the same time, activists tore down 50 meters of a prison fence at Ofer prison, which is on the outskirts of Ramallah in the West Bank. There they mounted a Palestinian flag, and this forced the IDF as well as Israeli border police to use riot control measures to disperse the group. Also in Gaza, hundreds of people marched from Gaza City to the offices of the International Committee of the Red Cross. The Palestinian Authority has sent an urgent letter to the European Union Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton, calling for a prompt intervention to save the life of prisoners in Israeli jails who are currently conducting a hunger strike. The most notable among them is a prisoner, Samir al-Isawi, who has been striking for some 300 days. There are 4,900 Palestinians who are currently held in Israeli jails. 168 of them are under administrative detention without charge or trial.
Israeli troops once again attack Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. The latest incident has happened in Khader village, south of the city of Bethlehem. Many residents were wounded and taken to hospital, amongst them a newborn baby. The infant was hospitalized after inhaling tear gas fired by the Israeli forces. The Israeli army also fired rubber bullets at the Palestinians, to which Palestinian youths responded by throwing stones. An Israeli soldier attempted to stop Press TV from filming the demonstration through intimidating the cameraman and threatening to arrest us if we continue.
Yesterday I saw you.
No, never.
So now I catch you with lying. I remember your face. This is not good. This is not good to lie.
Never, I am not came here yesterday. Really, I am in Ramallah.
And please.
We interviewed a family whose children were taken to hospital 3 times in 1 week for inhaling Israeli tear gas.
احنا كنا قاعدين بالبيت. We sat inside the house and the Israeli soldiers threw tear gas and the gas came into the house. Me and my children couldn't breathe. The ambulance came and took them all to the hospital. Especially my baby felt as though she couldn't breathe. She's now sick. She has a critical illness. We took them to the hospital to check up on them.
The family then showed Press TV the damage caused to the house by a tear gas bomb.
في ذكرى للأسرى. The Israeli soldiers are insane when they shoot us with rubber and sometimes live bullets. There's too much tear gas, thousands of gas bombs. Look now, they throw the gas here, you see?
Only minutes later, the newborn baby is rushed away in an ambulance, suffering from gas inhalation. The family explained to Press TV why the Israeli soldiers continue to target their village.
This area is called Suleiman Pool. The settlers come here very often because they believe this is historic religious site for the Israelis. It is the opposite. These pools were built in Roman times and others in Canaanite. It has no connection to Israel. This pool is for the Muslims and Arabs.
The village lies adjacent to 2 Israeli settlements, Daniel and Al Ya'azar. Palestinians in the area state that the Israeli soldiers attack the residents of the town on a weekly basis. And currently the 10 youths from the area are being held in Israeli jails under administrative detention without charge or trial. This house is currently under siege by the Israeli army and there is no escape out. They have so far surrounded the house by tear gas and have shot rubber bullets, which has meant they've had to take one baby to hospital with suffocation from tear gas. Nell Burden, Press TV, occupied Al Khader.